Hey everybody, Brett Seipels here from Seipels Records. Finally getting around to doing this. I know it's been a long time. The store has been busy. It's been keeping me busy. August was our best month ever, which is amazing. So thank you for that. Um, been going to a lot of concerts. Um, went to Metallica in Chicago. They do a 2-day thing, so it was Friday and Sunday at Soldier Field where the Bears play. So went to that, and then in between that saw AFI and 30 Seconds to Mars, which was awesome. We got a free pit upgrade, which was great. And yeah, so Dad and I went to see a couple of shows in Brown County. We went to see Faster Pussycat and Tom Kiefer from Cinderella, which was great. We went to see April Wine and Sweet, which was also great. Just went to see Slaughter, Queensryche, and Great White just the other night, which was a whole ordeal. It rained. It hasn't rained here in like 2 months, it seems, and then it rains and pushes everything back 3 hours. So it was a long night. But my friend Pat Lucero and his wife Carol Lucero, who are really close to the Slaughter camp, hooked us up, and we got to hang with Mark and Dana and the guys, before the show, which was cool. So appreciate all that. What else has been going on? I don't know. I'll figure it out as we go. But oh yeah, so my band Fractured Mirror played our first show, which was interesting. It was fun. But we opened for my Louisville band Two Pump Chump at Losers 812 or Wrong Side 812, whatever it's called now, down in Jeffersonville, Indiana. If you haven't heard the new EP, it is available on all streaming platforms. It's just called Fractured Mirror 2. I have the CD available. We've got that in the store. You can message me directly if you need one, if you need me to ship it to you. It's not that expensive, so we can do that. Yeah, so let's get into stuff. I really don't know what I have that was really from July and August. I think I've got it pretty well figured out, but hopefully I don't repeat anything. And if I do, well, I guess you just get to see it twice. So we'll start off with cassettes. I have quite a few, and I've been trying to lessen my load as far as like multiple formats. I decided to get rid of my Zeppelin 8-tracks and cassettes. I love Led Zeppelin, but they're not my all-time favorite band. They're not even in the top 10 probably. And I have really good copies of their stuff on vinyl, so I think I'm good with that. So there's still a few 8-tracks left in the store, maybe a few cassettes as well. I know I sold a lot of that stuff pretty quickly, so if you need any of that, let me know. I think I made a post about it, but yeah, so just trying to be more careful. Space is an issue, so I'm trying to be better about that. So but this stuff I had to have. So this is a Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits Kiss, of course, cassette from Australia. There it is. Just a clear tape. I haven't dove super far into I have a lot of Smashes cassettes. If you know me, Smashes vinyl is my thing. So I have one from every country that's ever made one. The only thing I'm missing is a promo copy from Czechoslovakia. I've only seen a picture of one of them. So I have a retail copy. I just need the promo. But yeah, so every now and then I'll just get on a kick and I'll get a random Smashes cassette from, across the pond. So there's that. This is a single by Winger. This is Miles Away. This, in my opinion, is the greatest 80s power ballad. Like, every time I hear it, it just hits me right in the feels. So, yeah, this is Miles Away and Rainbow in the Rose on both sides. So, that was cool. That came into the store. Here's another one that came into the store. This is Bon Jovi, 7800 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the melting point of rock, if you didn't know that. And what's cool about this is that it says it includes lyrics and Rockstar trading card. So when you open this thing up, which I dropped this tape, so I gotta, this case is busted, so I gotta fix that. But so open up the J card, and you've got this. This is the trading card, and you can peel that off and put it with all your other cards. It's not really the size of an actual trading card though, so I'm just gonna leave it right there. A friend of mine brought this in. This is called ASAP, Silver and Cold. So I gotta remember here. This is like a super group. So Adrian Smith on lead guitar from Iron Maiden, Andy Barnett, Dave Colwell, Robin Clayton, Richard Young, and Zach Starkey on drums, which is cool. This came out in '89. Good, just like late 80s hard rock stuff. I had never heard of it before, but I was listening to it and I'm like, oh, Adrian Smith, that's good. So yeah, keeping that. So also, I got this. This is Bon Jovi Crossroad. Greatest hits. You don't see this on cassette a lot. Like, I had the CD when I was growing up, and that's the Bon Jovi stuff that I listened to a lot. I got this in, where was this? Like, just outside of Chicago. No, I got this in Fort Wayne. Yeah, with Matt Starr. So Matt was up in Fort Wayne at Sweetwater doing a clinic thing for X5, and we went to Wooden Nickel, and I got this. I think that was the only cassette I bought on that trip. This I got in Chicago. So this is Poison, Power to the People. I don't know that I've ever seen this on cassette. When did this come out? 2000. So yeah, not a lot of people buying cassettes in 2000. That was full on CD era, I can't remember the name of the store. It used to be Vintage Vinyl in Chicago, but that's where that came from. I got a couple of Survivor tapes also in Chicago when I was there. This came from a store that I'm not really a big fan of because their stuff is crazy overpriced. But every time I go there, I'm like, oh, what's this place? And then I get there and I'm like, this place. But anyway, this is a Survivor Vital Signs from Germany. This has got Moment of Truth on it from Karate Kid. The American version of this album didn't have this. So yeah, the the vinyl will have this little hype sticker saying that as well. So that's cool. Also got Survivor's Greatest Hits on cassette. This came out in '93. So it's not super common, you know, and anything Survivor I've got to have. So, went to Pinwheel Records, and I've got something really cool to show you from there. And actually, now that I think about it, I have stuff at the store that I don't have that I got there, but I'll bring it back and do it on the next one. Got a Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell cassette. I didn't have this version of it. I love this album. It's just essential listening. So, yeah, and it was $3, so, you know, whatever. All right. Probably wouldn't think I'd have this. I don't know if I showed the record, but this came into the store. This is Bewitched. This is a 90s pop group, you know, after this came out in '98, so I was 10. They're from Ireland. They had one big song, C'est La Vie. But I remember my sister and I had this CD. I had it, and we would listen to it in my room. So I had to take it. You know, you just don't see this that often. Again, CD era. So, all right. So the last for the cassettes, these are really cool. This is nothing special, but it is Metallica. This is the Garage Days Revisited 598 EP. This is an original Elektra copy. I had the reissue, the blackened reissue, but this is the original, so took that. These are super cool. These came into the store as well. This is an original Master of Puppets Elektra. White tape, which is awesome. And then my favorite Metallica record is Ride the Lightning. And again, original Elektra copy. These Metallica tapes came in with a bunch of rap tapes. I mean, it was just bizarre to see, you know, these two super clean original Metallica cassettes and you know, mixed in with a bunch of rap. So that's it for cassettes. I've got a couple of 45s. If you know me, you know that I love Hank Jr. I love classic country like that. So I didn't have these. This is Hank Jr. Leave Them Boys Alone with the girl on the front row at Fort Worth. So nothing crazy special, but I didn't have it. And then this is, again, Hank Jr., The American Dream with If Heaven Ain't a Lot Like Dixie. So those are two great songs that I actually really like. All right, so I have this, but anytime I see it cheap, I get it. And just looking at it, you know, you would think, it's just a regular. So this is Kiss, Let's Put the X in Sex from Smashes, with Calling Dr. Love. But this is the Plant 49 promo. These are tough. There is another one with a different mix that is even tougher. So the sleeve says Dr. Love. The promo just has X and Sex on both sides. But yeah, no barcode on the label. So if you see those pop up, it's usually a pretty good telltale sign that it is a promo. But yeah, it says promotional, not for sale on there. I need to go through mine and probably sell a couple of them. But, you know, anytime I can get them, I get them. So I can't remember what I paid for this, but I paid up for it. I didn't think that I would have to. But I got this on eBay. This is a Henry Lee Summer Band 45 for the side A was Sweet Love. So it actually says Henry Lee Summer Band instead of just Henry Lee Summer, which is cool. This came out in 1982, and it's got Fool on the B-side. And this is on First Step Records. So if you watched my last video, you saw where I had some Majestic stuff. So this is 82. This is before his first album. This is extremely rare. I mean, I don't know that I've ever, I mean, I haven't seen one. And, you know, it popped up and I was like, no one's going to bid on that. And there were like 21 watchers on this thing and a bunch of people bidding. And I paid up for it, but I'm really happy to have it. It's got the address, First Step Records, 1730 North DeQuincy, Indianapolis on there, which is cool. I need to go there, see what's there. Maybe I'll just Google it. Not media related, kind of, but I did get a Henry Lee Summer press kit for Way Past Midnight. Here's the sheet that they would have sent out. I'm going to put this with my Way Past Midnight record. I would assume I have a promo. I gotta look. But yeah, it just talks about, you know, the record and Henry's history and all that stuff. And then it came with this promo photo. So I would love to get him to sign this. That would be cool. So Henry, come to the store. We'll burn through CDs real quick. This is the new reissue of Michael Sterto's Oxygen CD. This just got re-released. This originally came out in 2001. Really good stuff. Michael's a good dude. Hung out with him a little bit. Went to see him when he was in the Guess Who. And yeah, it's good stuff. Check it out. Just good, you know, rock and roll. Black Tide. So this came into the store. This is called Light from Above. They had a pretty big song. When did this come out? 2008. This song was Shockwave. I kind of forgot about this band. This record is like very thrash. And they do a cover of Hit the Lights from Kill 'Em All, Metallica, which is great. And I think what happened was after this album, they got like heavier or something. They kind of got away from the thrash thing and just became more metal, and then they just fell off. So I don't even think they're doing anything anymore. But definitely check out Black Tide, Light from Above. This is Limp Bizkit, $3 bill, y'all. I love Limp Bizkit. I didn't have this. So maybe if I get the record, I'll sell that. Trivium, What the Dead Men Say. This came in. I bought another big metal collection. I didn't have this on CD. Trivium is one of my favorite bands of all time. You know, as far as new metal goes, this is usually about as heavy as I get. This record is fantastic, though. I remember getting it. I've got the Coke bottle clear, which I think is actually clear. I think there was a mishap with that, but I got the record and I put it on and was like blown away at how good it is. So check that out, What the Dead Men Say. This came into the store. This is actually missing the CD, but it has the DVD, so I'm going to check it out. This is, see there's 6 songs on here. See at the bottom, Words as Weapons, Crash, Save Today, Country Song, and Remedy. Be nice to see buddy John Humphrey on drums there, but yeah, missing the CD, so that sucks, but you know, whatever. I went to see Travis Tritt earlier this year, so until I get, you know, stuff on vinyl, and they didn't put a lot of his stuff on vinyl there. I know they're starting to, but I got Travis Tritt Country Club. I took this from the store. There's the $4 price sticker on it, and then 10 Feet Tall and Bulletproof. So those are going to stay for a while. And they just re-released this on vinyl, but I didn't order it like a dummy. And so, yeah, I took the CD. This is Alex Lifeson from Rush. This is his solo album, Victor. This is a BMG Club CD. Instead of the barcode, it has the BMG stuff on there. When did this come out? This came out in '96. So I believe that's when Rush must have been on a hiatus for a minute. So the only other CDs that I have is this sick Judas Priest box set, Metallology. I think that's how you say it. It's got these killer, you know, three-row pyramid studs. It has, this is what the back thing would look like. It's got this cool booklet, pictures, and it has, let's see here, 4 CDs with just all kinds of, you know, it's like a compilation greatest hits type thing, but it has like some unreleased stuff, you know, some live stuff, and then it also has a DVD, which I have not watched yet, but I need to watch. So, oh, and this is cool. I didn't even realize this, but it's got the thing embossed in the plastic. So, yeah, my buddy Brian Hughes brought that in, and I just couldn't pass it up. I had to have it. And the packaging just looks badass. So I gotta keep that. All right, guys, that is it as far as CDs and cassettes go. I didn't get any 8-tracks, I don't believe. So yeah, let's start on records. So I've been on a huge Rush kick, and I've been buying a ton of Rush records. I'm not going to go through all of them because I'm just going to end up doing a video on all the Rush stuff eventually. But this one is really cool. This is Fly By Night. This is a white label promo. So it's got the Skyscraper label, but it's been like whitewashed and says promotion copy not for sale above side A there. So this is really nice. I got this from a guy on Discogs. I was trying to bid on a Caress of Steel a while back, well, just last week, and then got outbid. So that sucks. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. I don't remember if I got this in August or not, but I'm going to show it anyway. This is a 2014 Kisteria exclusive Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits. If you know anything about that, Kiss did a box set where they released, it's like in an anvil case, comes with some goodies, but it had all their records with the exception of one, all 2014 reissues. There were exclusives that you could only get through the box set, and Smashes was one of them. They only made 1,000 of these. So I have the copy that came in my box. I have an extra copy that I can listen to. I have the European version, which is the same record, but it just has a different, like a big EU hype sticker. And then I also have a test pressing of that copy. So the only thing that I needed was a promo, and you can kind of see they just cut the shrink and then put "not for resale" sticker on it. I paid up for this. It was at a record store out in LA. I called them and they cut me a little bit better of a deal. So basically I paid up for this sticker, but I had to have it. I'm the Smashes guy. So there's that. I don't know if I showed this or not. This is the Iron Maiden Somewhere in Time Walmart exclusive. So colored vinyl. I didn't have this record, and then it comes with this lenticular Future Past tour lithograph, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, this thing is cool. I'm not a gigantic Iron Maiden fan. I really like, you know, certain albums, but I didn't have this one. It's good. You know, when did this come out? 84, I think. So yeah, I had to get it. I might have already showed that. I'm not sure if I showed this either. This is Eric Carr, Unfinished Business. This came from a store overseas. A buddy of mine kind of worked it out to where he could purchase a lot of them and then give them to us fans. They did a box set release of this for Record Store Day last year. And this is basically that, like, but just in a regular jacket. So colored vinyl, they only did 150 of them. This is 93. So long live Eric Carr. I think I did show that actually, because there's some stuff in here that I know that I showed on the last one. So let me fly through here, get to where I need to be. All right. So I got this in Chicago as well. This is a Ted Nugent, If You Can't Lick 'Em, Lick 'Em promo copy. It's got a little saw cut there. Got the hype sticker on the jacket. Gold promo stamp, which is awesome. This wasn't expensive. My copy was beat to shit though. Like there was a bunch of cover loss. I like colored in, you know, what it looked like. But yeah, I got this for like $7 at Dusty Groove in Chicago, which was great. It's a good record, and look at all those guitars. It's insane. So yeah, the Nuge. I'm gonna save the best one for last, I think. This is, so, you know, what's really bad about the store is like all these new records come out and I want them. So this is the new Anvil record, One and Only. They only did 500 of these on gold vinyl, so I'll show you that. It's kind of got, you know, I don't know if it's marbling, but, you know, it's got some pattern to it. It's a good, solid Anvil record. I got to go see them in Chicago, or not Chicago, I keep saying Chicago. In Cleveland after the movie came out, and got to meet them and all that. And it was really cool. It was an experience for sure. So yeah, new Anvil record, check that out. All right, so this is the new Friday Music Ace Frehley, Frehley's Comet reissue. These are all, they call them hand poured, so every color is kind of different, but here is that. It's got some blue and purple in there. This sounded pretty good. I know a lot of people, you know, don't care for Friday Music. I don't think the vinyl sounds bad. The only issue that I really see is, you know, the art on here. Like if you compare this to an original, this is really fuzzy. You know, it's like they just blew up a CD image, and you know, just kind of is what it is. But it's Ace, and this is a great record, so I had to have it. All right, AFI. This is the 25th anniversary of Black Sails in the Sunset. This is a little early for me with AFI, but you know, they're still pretty punk on that record, but it is this killer orange. I mean, this is like, you know, road marking orange or whatever, but cool label. I don't know how many of these they made. I don't know if it says on here or not. It just says 25th anniversary limited edition on neon orange. So I think I might have one or two of these in the store left. So if you need this, come and get it. There's a bunch of new AFI stuff coming out, thankfully. So I'm always going to pre-order that. I do have they're making new copies of Sing the Sorrow on black vinyl. I have 5 of those on order. They are cheaper than the red and black imports. So if you need one of those, let me know and I'll save one back for you. This is a reissue of Limp Bizkit Significant Other. This is just on black vinyl. I literally got these in at the store, took one home for myself, and then an original copy from '99 on red vinyl walked into the store with those Metallica cassettes that I showed earlier. So I was like, damn it, you know, I shouldn't have done that, but the red copy's worth some money, so I'm just keeping the reissue, and the red copy is still available in the store. So if you're a big Limp Bizkit fan and you need that, I got you. This is this is really early Travis Tritt stuff. So this is before, I think this is before he actually got signed. Yeah, Travis Tritt's earliest recordings, the songs that got him signed, includes 11 unreleased cuts. So yeah, I believe I have one of these in the store still available too, but this just came out. It's called Proud of the Country. It's good stuff. This is the music on vinyl, Cinderella Still Climbing. This album came out in '94. I don't know that it was ever released on vinyl, maybe overseas. Not a super common one to see though. There's the music on vinyl. It's not numbered or anything. Excuse me. This has got Hot and Bothered on it, which is on Wayne's World 2, maybe? Can't remember. These things like jumped up in price. Like they're not, you know, they're out of print now, and yeah, they're tough to get. I had 2 of them in the store and then ended up selling them. So yeah, if I see it coming back around, I'll get it again. But here's some stuff that pisses me off. So this is the new 45th anniversary Kiss Dynasty. This is the translucent red and black swirl. It's hard to see in the video, but this jacket is like shiny. It's like a shiny silver jacket. It's not gray like the original. Jacket looks amazing. You know, everything they did. My issue is that every time Kiss Online ships me something, they just throw it in a box. So this one isn't terrible, but it's got a crease here and then a corner ding right there. You know, I can live with that. It's not a huge deal. I mean, it sucks because this shit's expensive, but, you know, so there's that. But what I can't live with is this. And so this is the picture disc. They only did 500 of these. It comes in a really cool plastic slipcase bag type thing. You know, it looks like a Tower Records bag. But here, I'll show this first. So it does come with a poster. I really wish they wouldn't have folded these, but the poster is like Mylar shiny finish. You know, this is the poster that would have came with it originally. you know, in the 70s. But, you know, they made it shiny, so that's cool. Here's what I can't live with. This bullshit. Like, just completely screwed up. You know, the plastic case is you know, dinged, broken, all that shit. And then, you know, here's the jacket. Giant corner ding, crease, bend. You know, and they only made 500 of them. This is number 364. And yeah, there's no replacement on it. And it's just because of shitty packaging. So Universal, Kiss Online, whoever this is, like, you guys need to really get it together. It's just unacceptable. These things are over $200, and then they just throw them in a thing and they don't give a shit. So it just sucks. Here's the inner sleeve. You know, it's a copy of the old one. I don't mean to sound so shitty, but here's the picture disc. Looks freaking awesome. One thing I will say that is good that they did, I don't normally open these, and maybe that'll change. Yeah, here's the, it's hard to see, but even the inner sleeve is dinged up. One thing they did that was good, they did it on the first album that I showed in the last video. They put these in resealable outer sleeves, which is great because, you know, you don't have to break open, you know, the packaging to get it out. It's like, you know, it's already open. So yeah, not easy to get this back in when the corner is all dinged up and shitty, but you know, it is what it is. At least I have one, I suppose. I'd definitely be bummed if I didn't have one, but you know, it's just one of those things, like, you pay a lot of money and then it gets here and it's not what it's supposed to be. Now, I will say this, the company that handles returns and refunds and all that stuff, they're always good to me. When it comes to that, you know, I got my money back on this, you know, because of that. I would have much rather have just had a new one, but they don't have them. So just kind of is what it is. This is the new anniversary edition of Ride the Lightning. It's literally the same jacket that they've been using for the black and stuff, the same hype sticker, which, you know, they could have done better with that. But it is on this really cool splatter vinyl that looks awesome. And these blackened pressings sound really good too. So I got that in. I did not get the Chicago Bears exclusive vinyl for the Chicago shows. I tried 2 days in a row. Ended up only getting the t-shirt. So I have an LA splatter and Arlington, Texas splatter that I would happily trade for one of the Chicago ones because I wasn't at those shows. I was at Chicago. So if you're watching this and you have one, let's make a deal. I actually just sent an offer out on one earlier, so hopefully they pick that up and I can get it. This is The Moment of Truth, or the Karate Kid soundtrack. This is from Japan, obviously, with the obi. I love the Karate Kid. I love Cobra Kai. So I had to get this. It was a good deal. This obi is not just a strip. It actually, like, pulls out, and this is the Japanese lyric insert, which is super cool. What else is great about this is that it is a white label promo. So, and super cool that it's on the Casablanca label. I'm not really sure why they did that. You know, because Polygram, you know, bought Casablanca out completely. You know, Kiss's label changed to Mercury, and then they just started using Casablanca as kind of like a film deal, you know, because they did Karate Kid, so like all of the Survivor, Moment of Truth singles are on Casablanca like Filmworks labels, which is cool. And then they also, I know they did Flashdance and some other stuff too, but so yeah, I don't know how long they did that, but yeah, cool to have that. I really want to get a copy of the Karate Kid 3 soundtrack. That's the one I grew up watching, and it has Robin Lively in it. So, gotta have it. I got some, oh, I knew I had this. So Friday Music also did the Fraley's Comet second sighting. This is a great record. I don't care what anybody says. It's more of a Todd Howarth record, and that's fine. But yeah, same deal. It might be hard to see in here, but like just the images on this jacket are bad. But the vinyl looks amazing. So here's the hand-poured Fraley's Comet second sighting. Super cool. And like I said, it sounds good. So worth a pickup. I know I might have both of these in the store. I can't remember. I know I have the first one. I know I've got just Fraley's Comet in the store. So if you need one, come and get it. Here is Hot in the Shade. It's got a cool hype sticker. This one is from, where is this from? I honestly don't remember where this is from. Maybe the Netherlands or something. I really don't remember, but it has the Vertigo UFO label on it, which is cool. I got a couple of random, you know, things from some people. This is Crazy Nights from Italy, Mercury label, which is cool. I don't collect a lot of foreign Kiss stuff, but anything non-makeup, I do. I would like to get all of that stuff eventually. This is Crazy Nights from Venezuela, another Mercury label. Yeah, Noches Locas. If you can see that, Crazy Nights. And this is Crazy Nights from Italy as well. Yeah, a friend of mine sent me these. He had some extras. He's been collecting Crazy Nights really hard, so got those from him. My friend Tom Shannon, who did the Kiss My Wax books and podcasts, we worked out a killer trade. He got a stereo console that he's going to retrofit, and I got this Hotter Than Hell Blue Label number 3 with black text. Super, super tough. Blue Label number 3 refers to this stuff down here. This has the address at the bottom. So this is a second pressing for Hotter Than Hell. Depending on where it was pressed in the country, depends on, you know, the black text stuff. So, yeah. Is that backwards for you guys? Or is that just me? Hopefully not. But yeah, super happy to have this. Thank you, Tom. I can't wait to see the console when it's finished. This is a Coca-Cola Q95 Album Project 3 sampler. This has like local people from, you know, around the indie area put on by Q95, which is a indie radio station. The reason that I kept this is because it has Henry Lee Summer Stay With Me on it, which is from his first official album. But it also has the band Feel, Susan Kitterman, Della Street, Clarion, Empire, Cousins from Venus, Rick Alexander and Voices, Musicon, and GMH. So these are pretty common around here, probably not in the rest of the country, but this is a super clean copy, so happy to have that. All right, so this is a Kiss Unmasked. This is a CRC Columbia House. Some of these can be pretty tough, and there's a lot of different versions. There's a CRC stamp right down there at the bottom, which this is a Plant 56. So if you look under side 2 stereo, it says 56 there. That's the plant where it was pressed. I can't remember which plant that is. And then it does come with the poster. Which these are probably one of the coolest posters ever. Look at that. Look at those colors. I love it. I know I've done videos on this before. In my opinion, the Columbia House stuff was supposed to come with the poster or the special insert. I think they were instructed to not put in the merchandise form sheets. So I'm sure a lot of that stuff got thrown out or taken home with people. There are multiple versions of this, like I said. Some of them have Kiss Army fan club, you know, stuff like send in here to be in the fan club. Some of them don't. This one does not have that, so I needed this version. So it's getting tougher and tougher for me to find Kiss stuff that I don't have, but this was one of them, thankfully. Also, some of these, you know, this had the custom label with the band on there. Some of them are a Filmworks 1.5 that are just a regular, you know, late 70s Filmworks, and those are much tougher than these. All right, guys, this is the last one. I've already been talking for a long time, so. Oh, you know what? It's not the last one. I got a couple of other things. This is called Project Driver. This has got Tony McAlpine on guitars, Robert Rock on vocals. It has Tommy Aldridge on drums and Rudy Sarzo on bass. So, yeah, so McAlpine, Aldridge, Rock, Sarzo, Mars is technically the band name, I believe, and then Project Driver was the record. But yeah, saw this in Louisville, and I'm like, oh, Rudy Sarzo, I gotta get that. So this is cool. It's different. I had never heard of it before. This I got in Chicago. Yeah, it doesn't say where I got it, but I didn't have this Survivor Eye of the Tiger with this hype sticker. I hadn't seen that one before. It's square instead of rectangle, which is cool. When I got this, I literally had to rip the vinyl and the inner sleeve out of it because it had gotten wet at some point. You can kind of see the discoloration there. And it just destroyed the inner sleeve. And this thing was listed as very good, you know, all this stuff. And it's like, you know, they didn't even pull it out. Like, they had no freaking clue, you know, that it was like that. So, you know, one of the compliments that I get is that my records in the store are, you know, really nice. And I try to not put out anything that is VG plus, like less than VG plus, which I know is subjective, but, you know, sometimes I'll put out some VG stuff if it's a rare or hard to find record. But like, if this thing was VG, you know, a bunch of scratches, but still played, like, I would just throw it in the dollar bin. But yeah, I just, you know, I don't understand why you wouldn't look at this. You know, it was $7, so it's not a huge deal, but it's like, you know, you guys didn't even pull it out. Like, you just saw that it had the hype sticker and threw it out there. So that was shitty, but I got it. I got the hype sticker. That's all that really matters to me. So there's that. Oh, real quick. I made a post about this. I got a 3-star review on Google. And if it was a legitimate complaint, I would be more understanding. But the review said, this store needs more than just classic rock. And that they did say the store was well put together, but the selection was very lacking. Which, if you've been to the store, you know that that's bullshit. Because when you walk in, it's just the front row. Like, I have New Arrivals on the left, which is now 3 rows instead of 2. Rock, and then a metal row. And then, like, you walk around and I have pop rock, soft rock, R&B, funk, soul, hip hop, 12-inch singles. Then on the other side of that, you have country comps, jazz. You go back around, you know, there's a couple rows of soundtracks. There's Christmas, there's gospel, there's classical. I've got 78s. A really small section of blues, just because that stuff, when it comes in, it goes really quick. But bluegrass, miscellaneous, all this stuff. I got the discount bin, and then I have new stuff. And this guy, you know, he bought 4 records. And he bought, I think it was like 2 Prince records and then a couple out of the discount bin. So, like, he literally walked the whole store. I get it, you're not going to please everybody, but, you know, Google reviews matter, because I've had a lot of people come in and they're like, oh yeah, I saw your reviews were good, and, you know, the pictures looked good, so we thought we'd check it out. So, like, people coming in from out of town, you know, they're just searching for record stores. And, you know, if I have a bunch of bullshit reviews like that, they're going to be like, I'm not really into classic rock. I don't need another Boston record. So I'm just going to just keep driving on down the highway. Again, if it was a legit concern, you know, I would understand, but it wasn't. I don't know why that guy felt the need to do that. You know, I try to keep everything in the store, regardless of whether I like it or not. If it's clean, and it's not, you know, 100 years old, like, you know what I mean? Like, just stuff that no one's going to care about, you know, like Ray Conniff or whatever, Perry Como, yeah, you know, and even I have that stuff too. It's in the discount bin. But, yeah, you know, classic rock is where my heart really lies, but there's a lot more to the store than that. So, I hope that doesn't, you know, sway anybody. And if you're following me, I'm sure it won't anyway. And, you know, like anybody else that's been into the store knows that whole thing is bullshit. So I just wanted to say that. you know, it is what it is. I'm petty, so. All right, let's end on a good note. So, went to Pinwheel Records in Chicago. I cannot remember the small little area that it was actually in. Met the owner, super nice guy. I did get a Queensryche EP, the first one promo from him. I took that to the store to listen to the other day before the show, so it's not here, so I'll have to get it in the next video. But so when I was in there, he had a Kill 'Em All on the wall. And I was like, what's the deal with that? And he's like, oh, it's an original. I'm like, is it? Like, is it a Megaforce original? And he said, yeah, it is. I'm like, ugh. All right, dude, let me see it. So here's the jacket. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty damn clean. Nice and shiny. There's the Megaforce stuff there. I'm gonna do this for my video, so. All right, but yeah, original first press Kill 'Em All Megaforce. I never thought I would see one of these, you know, in the wild, like you see them online or whatever. This is probably VG. It's a strong VG. I mean, there's some scratches on it, but it plays really well. And again, it's more so about just having the damn thing, you know, like I luckily got a pretty good deal on it. I was happy to pay it. And, you know, I got it in between Metallica shows. And I looked at the price sticker that he had on it, and it walked in literally the day before. So, like, I got it on Saturday in between the shows. It came in on Friday when everybody was in town to see Metallica. So I just feel like it was meant to be, you know, meant for me to have it. So, all right, guys. There's that. Amazing. Never thought I'd have one. I appreciate you hanging around if you stuck around this long. Sorry I had to wear my old man glasses to be able to read all this stuff. Yeah, August was the best month ever, which is great. I really appreciate it. I've got a ton of turntables in the store. I've got a guy going through them now for me, so everything is checked out, cleaned, adjusted, you know, ready to rock. I got some powered speakers in the store for people that just want to hook straight into their turntable. Lots of great used stuff, ton of new stuff that is really good, and even more that's coming. We did a couple of listening parties, one for the new George Strait album and one for the new Katy Perry album. Those were great. Thanks for coming out. I still have posters from both of those, so if you guys need any of those, just let me know. They're free. You can have them. I do have some more Katy Perry swag. I got a couple of bags and I think a hat left, and then maybe a 45 or two. I'd have to look. But if you buy the record, I'll happily give you that stuff too. I've got the silver version and the blue version. So, yeah. New Chapel Roan. Sold out of the coral, but I do have the deluxe black vinyl still in stock. And then I have the cassette on order. So, if you need that, let me know. But I'm going to cut this off before it gets to an hour. So, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. And hopefully these videos aren't, you know, longer. You know, they don't take as long to get out. So, yeah. Everybody have a great day. Watch some football. Go Packers!